Right then, here we go. This is Sally from Risley Saddlery. Let me start by saying thank you so much for your contributions on the course. Always fun. We've got an interesting product that is perhaps being used in interesting ways as well, which we'll kind of get into. But tell us about Risley Saddlery, where you were at the start of the course, why you came here really.
Risley Saddlery has been going as a business for 25 years. It's been on the web for approximately 10 years. Right.
It's a nice old domain.
Yes,
yeah,
nice
like
old
that.
Domain. Very static, more of an information site until 2007. In 2007, we took the decision to create an e-commerce site. We had a company come in and give us what has turned out to be fairly good.
Yeah, it sounds like they know what they were doing. So
yeah.
as we went on the course, we found out that a lot of the things that we were hoping to find under the bonnet, so to speak, were actually in place, weren't they? So maybe we'll get into that in a bit.
That's been quite reassuring. We went with quite a colourful site. These are our company colours, red and black.
Yeah.
So we went for something that was quite eye-catching.
Yeah.
The reason that main reason that I came onto the site was because we were getting a lot of companies coming and asking us if we wanted SEO, sort of getting up the Googles, and to be perfectly honest, I didn't understand a lot of what they were offering, a lot of the sort of the acronyms and the speak.
And even if they got you there, what would it mean if the site wasn't doing its job as well? So yeah, that
was the main reason. And originally, the sort of feeling was that I would come on this course, so that even if it did mean that we outsourced the SEO work, at the end of it, at least we would understand what they were offering.
And you'd understand whether that offered value and how to guide.
Another reason that I came on the course was because we'd got the Google Analytical set up on the website.
Fantastic, got some lovely graphs.
But to be perfectly honest, again, this is before I came on the site, this one up here, and we didn't understand a lot of what.
So you got a lot of these figures like bounce back rate and all that, but really, what did it mean, kind of thing?
So came along to the first one and went back and couldn't wait to get back to work to start implementing some of the things that I'd.
So what sort of things have you managed to implement then? And we'll sort of work our way through what you've been up to really.
Well, first of all, learned about the Web 1 and Web 2 and the long tail.
Yeah.
And long tail in particular was quite interesting for us because a lot of the things that we sell are very niche markets.
Yeah.
So the fact that we were actually better off being
in the position
that we're in was really good. It was nice to know. But then when we got into it and we started looking at with the AdWords, I thought, being very unknowledgeable at the time, that because we were #1 in the organic searches for one of the products that we sell, which is embroidered saddlecloths, we were coming #1 below the PPCs, #1 in the organics, and thought that was very good.
So on the face of it, that looks awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looked really good. So 42% of that trade was coming our way from the work that we did on the eye tracker.
Yeah.
But then when I researched that using the AdWords tool, there wasn't enough data to even give me what I was 42%
so we've got our phrase, queen of a very small island.
That's right, yes. Yeah. So it went from being, well, I don't actually need that much help to, well, actually maybe I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that, using the AdWords tool, actually brought up quite a few other words that we can go home and start working on.
So that kind of opened up this idea of key phrase and monetising the web and commercialising it. What did you discover from that then, other than that actually the phrase, what is it? Embroidered saddlecloths wasn't as important as you perhaps hoped? What did you discover?
Well, when I researched into other phrases, embroidery, embroidered garments and embroidered clothing actually came up. Embroidered clothing came up with 500,000.
Yeah. But you do one niche of one small niche of.
I think that was that was really the biggest problem, is to take home the fact, that this is what I can work on.
Yeah.
But it's actually finding where to start, because we sell so many different products.
Yeah. And you can run with more than one key phrase, but if I was to put you on the spot and say, what do you think is your single most important key phrase, are we any clearer, other than perhaps it's not embroidered saddle cloth?
I've got it down to 3 areas that we want to improve on.
Right.
We want to improve on the embroidery, number of people that's coming and looking for us.
Yeah.
We want to improve on the bridal work,
Yeah.
the leather work side of it,
Yeah.
and the bits, which is the piece that fits in the horse's mouth.
Okay, so those are the
those
sort
are
of areas.
The three areas.
And what did Google's AdWord tools suggest on traffic levels? Were they fairly substantial numbers?
Yes, they were all in the hundreds of thousands.
Right, great.
If I got the right phrase.
So they would be worth being the queen of that island for, perhaps. Fantastic. So a bit of a sort of journey of discovery when it comes to the key phrase, and that kind of defines a lot from the rest of the course, doesn't it? Through the kind of traffic and through the persuasive content stuff. But take me through some of the stuff that you started to be able to implement. And I know what sort of you've made some improvements along the way on Bounce Match and various things. Take us through what you've done and what you've found so far.
Well, I've been going back each week and trying to implement something.
Yeah, something from each session.
It's difficult because I've been working one day less, so the amount of work that I've got to do in the remaining 4 days is increased. So it's been hard to try and fit some of it in. But I have gone back and deliberately done something each time.
Yeah.
So on this one, this is one of the pages of our website, and it was originally just for the plain bit. What I've gone home and done is show them 2 alternatives of the same bit, which gives them a gold, silver, bronze.
Yeah, so which one? Yeah.
And
which
something that if they were buying the bit, there's every chance that they would need the bridle that goes with that bit, because that is a specialist bridle to go with a specialist bit.
Excellent. Yep.
So giving them a linear path that takes them through. They've got links on here that they can
email
view
a friend,
all of
great,
email
excellent.
a friend. They can add it to the shopping list. They've got links to take them back to either way.
Any indication whether that's improved things, or is it too early to say on that?
It's too early to say, because that was done after we'd done the work on the improvement of the content.
Okay, so it's a gut feel one at this point.
But that is, as I'm revisiting pages where there's been an increase in price needed, I've tried to improve the keywords, the linking words, and everything, even down to one of the eureka moments, as you call them, was titles on pictures. All my pictures were bit 1, bit 2, bit 3.
Right. Yeah.
Now they all are.
It's much more descriptive. Nylon
so
straight, Abbey English, and more descriptive.
It is. As I go into each item now in the back office to do any work that I need to do on it, whether it be updating some details that's on it because there's been changes, or most often it's because of the price.
Yeah.
I've changed words that's on. One of the other things that we touched on was the importance of the inbound links.
Yeah.
And again, that was a bit of a eureka moment, because we were probably missing quite a few chances with that, because all the shows that we go to have websites.
Yeah,
and as a trade stand holder, we are entitled to have sort of some link on there.
So have you managed to put any of those into action?
Yes, I've got quite a few that I've put on. This is the traffic sources from before I came on the site, and our referring sites traffic was 8.16%, and this was yesterday, and our referring sites is now 9.55. So that's only a small increase. It's only in
and it's very short space of time as well, isn't it?